The Waltham Community Cottage, Adrian Carmichael. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for this opportunity to come and talk about the revamp of the Waltham Park. I'm Adrian Carmichael, Community Development Worker from Te Whare Roopu Oterepo, Waltham Community Cottage.
And I'm Cheryl Batwell, the Wellbeing Coordinator from Waltham Cottage.
Okay. So a group of us have got together of concerned stakeholders, parents, and we've met and we have looked at the idea of revamping the park because of the children. It's just not suitable for the children and the influx of the residents that have come to Waltham since the quake. And there's a committee of about 12 have met. That includes the headmaster of the local school, the social worker, the Sydenham preschool coordinator, and it's been really, really quite valuable. And Kirsten Dingwall Oakey is the one that's been driving this. So we get on to the first. If you have a look at this one here, this is the view from Waltham Road. Children need to be constantly watched so that they don't run out onto the busy Waltham Road because there's absolutely no fencing there. And the buildings hide park from, don't give a view of the park, which can be also unsafe. If we go to number 2 there, we've got, this is the park equipment. It's a very artificial playground. More natural material for play equipment would be more suitable. Some mothers with toddlers won't go to the park because it is unsafe without fencing. Playground is suitable for younger children, 5 and under. Older children call it boring. Children don't have a flat surface for wheelchair access. Playground doesn't have a flat surface for wheelchair access. There's no climbing for children over 5 or so. As you can see, there's my little grandchildren there, through lack of wanting to climb, have climbed onto the play equipment. And that's because I told them to get down from climbing on the walls of the toilet. So there's just a lack there. No climbing for children over 5. There's a quote there for, a quote from an 8-year-old saying, "At Waltham Park, I didn't want to play there as soon as I turned 4 because there's not much to do. The playground is boring." And page 3, we have the park and the bin hidden from Waltham Road. No natural shelter, an open space with no shade at all. Only one picnic table and bin overflowing with beer bottles after a Saturday night. That was taken on Sunday, this last Sunday. No drinking fountain. And then we go to the skate bowl. The skate bowl is too steep for younger children. Mattresses, needles and bottles have been found in the bowl. Older children sit in the bowl to do whatever older children do and cannot be seen from the road. Teenagers' language can be so bad that parents have been known to cover their children's ears. And again, a quote from a child who uses the park regularly says, "Once I got hit by people being silly on scooters. Some kids try to climb up the walls and slip and hurt themselves." It's a very steep. One child actually asked if it was a empty swimming pool. So now, then there's 5. This is a number of children got together and put their ideas on paper about what they would like to see at the park. It looks pretty cool to me. So many families in Waltham do not have cars, so this is their main go-to park. Many families have moved into the area since the quake to new housing complex with very small gardens. The Waltham Park does not meet the needs of the local community. It would be great for the community of Waltham to have a safe park they can walk to, suitable for all ages. A park where they can take their lunch and have a family outing, or even a birthday party. If there's more suitable benches and shadings in the open space, then older adults might be encouraged to meet at the park. The asset of a good community park will enhance recreation, connectivity, integration, opportunity, and ultimately social capital. Together, I would like, we are quite happy to help with the fundraising for this park, with the committee that we've formed, and we don't expect the council to do it all. We would be very happy if it was brought forward and done within the next couple of years, because it's really quite urgent. It's just not fit for purpose as it is at the moment. That's it, really? Any questions?
And I love the imagery that the kids have come up with. We had a lot of kids' input into some of the design of some of our children's, more children's-oriented facilities, and this is what you get out of it. So it's great. But I'm just asking whether you've thought of partnering with, like Rotary and different service clubs.
Definitely.
Yeah, because
We're prepared to do that.
I think this is the sort of thing that they're always looking for, is the kind of thing that they can get really hands-on and deliver. So thank you. Yanni.
Thank you. And I was struck by your submission talking about the intensive development and then the facilities no longer being necessary. And I just wanted to ask really if you think there's a gap with how we're doing our planning, that we can enable such high intensification without the facilities that go for people living in a community.
Yeah, I've been a community worker at Waltham for 22 years now, and there doesn't seem to be enough, because a lot of the people on low incomes renting houses don't have cars. Waltham is their go-to place. They can't get out of the area easily, financially, and so they've got the pool, which is fantastic, but that's a summertime thing. So to have a park which would be really great for them. Anything else? We try hard at the cottage to do a lot of things, after school programs and things for the children, and I think there's a youth group, sort of boys brigade, girls brigade at the local church there. I don't think I know there is, and we collaborate all together. We have fairs and things like that, but yeah, it's a forgotten suburb really a little bit, yeah. And it's a great suburb. But it has the highest, as I say in the submission, it's got the highest percentage of single parents, and it is changing, of course, since the quake, with people coming in and being able to afford their first home. So it's a great suburb.
Tim,
worth
then,
saving.
Tim, then Anne.
Look, thank you firstly for the work you guys do. It's absolutely outstanding, and it is a fantastic suburb, no question about that. But the question I have, the development of the inner street, which is true, Waltham, is it really called St Martin's Mew?
Yes, I know.
Isn't that
hilarious.
insulting? It's just that's a real estate agent's idea of geography. That's fantastic.
I think that was for selling purposes.
Yeah. I'm in South Fendleton then, so it's all good.
Yes. And I'm in South Kashmir. Yes, that was quite funny. Right next door to Waltham School, you've got St Martin's Mews, and I did the chairperson of the Braden Heathcote Community Board at the time was Paul McMahon, and I did send him an email saying, "What the hang? How can this happen?" However, it did.
Anne.
Thank you, thanks, and thanks for the work that you do in the community. It's amazing. Yesterday I was involved in a forum thinking about how we can make the city more child-friendly, and one of the ideas they had, people came up with was pop-up playgrounds, and I wondered if that's an idea that you might consider, working with people like GetFiller and getting children involved. It sounds like the sort of thing that could work really well, because it doesn't actually, there's not a lot of money involved, and it's got that lovely participation. So if you're keen, to pursue that a bit more, I could put you in contact with somebody.
That would be great.
A good person to talk to. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, pleasure.
Look, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for making a powerful submission on behalf of the children of the area. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.